Hi, this is Peter. Welcome to part two of my 5-part training series. Today we are going into how to integrate funnel with your autoresponder. If you remember when we first started off over here in part one, the funnel that was given to you, which is this one, it's linked directly straight to the your 30 days affiliate link, okay? This page. That is to quickly get you started on promoting the 30 days campaign without you needing to worry about integrating and getting ready your autoresponder. So what happens is that all the leads that you are getting will be redirected straight to 30days.com, which is under ClickFunnels. That means we are not collecting emails. That means we are not building our email list. Okay, that is just a quick start so that we don't have to mess about with your autoresponder. But now that we are ready to build our email list, we got to get ready the foundation, some of the systems in place so that we are able to start building our email list. Okay, now as you know, there's only two things that we actually truly own that we can call our own. The first thing is our brand, and the second thing is, of course, your email list. Okay, as you can see here, we have an opt-in form that pops up. All right, so we are actually collecting the name and the email address now. The reason is because we need to start collecting their information before we redirect them over to the 30 days campaign. Okay, right now we are focusing on the One Funnel Away challenge because you know what? The 3-day summit is already over. All right, so email marketing automation. So email marketing is important because we will need to understand that the list is where we get to remarket and remarket and remarket using email over and over again without needing to pay for anything extra. The lead has already been paid for. The leads has already came in and into your email autoresponder. Okay, so that's your asset. Knowing that, you will need to start preparing your email marketing sequences so that it automatically goes out to them on a regular basis on autopilot. All right. So that's what email marketing automation is all about. Okay. I'm using GetResponse, but you do have choices. All right. Let me just show you. So we have choices in terms of autoresponders. We have MailChimp, we have AWeber, which is one of the most popular one. We have GetResponse and ActiveCampaign. Personally, I have tested AWeber, I've tested MailChimp, and right now I'm into GetResponse. I actually prefer ActiveCampaign a little bit more because of the automation, and if you have a small list, it's actually cheaper than GetResponse. But if you have a bigger list, GetResponse becomes cheaper than ActiveCampaign. The reason why I chose GetResponse right now was because there was a campaign that they were running, and I got into an annual plan at a good price. All right, let me just show you quickly. So this is GetResponse. Now GetResponse pricing, let's just take a look at that, right? Now GetResponse prices, when you're starting out, email plan is all you need. You don't need anything extra. So for 1,000, they only have 1,000 minimum. As your subscriber list grows, the price will go up. Okay, so let's just go with the most basic 1,000 subscriber. You will be paying $15 a month. Now ActiveCampaign has a more powerful feature set, especially the automation part. And I do like ActiveCampaign a lot. So ActiveCampaign will be in my back burner. So anything happens to my GetResponse account, I will be moving to ActiveCampaign. Monthly plan for 1,000 contacts is $29 a month. All right, if it is a yearly, of course, it goes down to $17 a month. All right, so find your own autoresponder that suits your needs, and any one of them will be fine. Okay, then now let me go into my account in GetResponse. All right, so now before I started doing anything over here, there's something that I needed to show you, which is basically the overall strategy, right? Okay, what is soap operas and what is Seinfeld sequence method? These two combined will form your email marketing follow-up sequence, okay? These two. What is soap operas and what is Seinfeld sequence. Let me just quickly give you a brief explanation. I have soap operas and Seinfeld sequences. Now, soap opera is basically a series of emails that normally you will shoot out to people the moment they sign up with, they opt in into your capture page. It ranges from about 3 emails to 5 emails, depending on how long you want to write about your story. It is a non-sales series of emails that tells your story, who you are, your background, let me just show you quickly over here. All right. Day 1 is usually to set the stage. Day 2 is to provide a high drama, to set up the backstory. And then day 3 is about your epiphany, something that, your eureka moment, something that you found out that actually changes your life from that point on. And then day 4 is hidden benefits, and day 5 is urgency. So this is the follow-up on pitch, okay? I have a little variation in the way I do this, but the whole idea of soap operas is just basically for you to get to interact with your list on a very personal basis, to tell your story so that they get a chance to know who you are, so that they get a chance to also like you and begin to trust you. So that's the objective of soap operas method, okay? Now, the next part is, once you're finished with this, we will move them on into the Seinfeld method. All right, the Seinfeld method is basically the rest of the other follow-up series. You can do like, a 30-day series or 60-day series or a 90-day series, whatever it is. So Seinfeld, if you remember the sitcom, one of the most popular sitcom back in the days, was about, basically it's a show about nothing, okay? The idea is find a topic that happens in your life, or find a topic that is really unrelated to anything at all, but it tells a story, it creates interest, it gets people to open up your email, all right? And then at the end of that story, you link it back to whatever offer that you want to make at the end. All right, so that is the Seinfeld method. So the way we do this is, normally we do 2 Seinfeld emails, and then the next email will be pure value. You teach something, you give away something without selling anything, without pitching anything. So there's 1, 2, and then the third one is a value email. 4, 5 is another 2 Seinfeld series emails, and then another value, and then another 2 Seinfeld series, and then another value, like that. Okay, you mix it up like that. So that's how you do your email sequence, and that's how you create your follow-up series. All right. Now let me just quickly show you how I use GetResponse and to automate my email marketing. Okay, this is my interface, my dashboard. Now, first, I create a list. This is how I manage it. There are many, many ways that you can manage your autoresponder. Okay, this is just one of the way, and I'm just trying something different, and it seems to be working for me. It's easier for me to manage this way. So for every campaign that I create, I will create a list, because that, for instance, because this campaign needs to move people, sign up, and move people into a list, into my GetResponse list. So, and this is my GetResponse list, ClickFunnels, okay? So the moment they come into here, they will go through my welcome email. After the welcome email is done, I will move them into the 3, I have a 3 email series soap operas. I don't have 5 emails, I condense it into 3. Okay, so welcome email, 3 soap operas, and then I will automatically move them into a generic list, which is the entrepreneurship list. So they will move over here, and I basically clear them from here. So I do not want duplicates. Okay, so I basically move here. From here, this is the list that I would deliver Seinfeld series. Okay, so let me show you my easy automated system list. This is the list that I use for my Easy One Up offer. Okay, as you can see here, day 0 is set the stage. So day 1, my backstory. Day 2, my epiphany. Day 3, my call to action. So all these 3 is basically I'm setting the expectations. Let me just show you quickly. This is a sample email that I'm using. Next step. Music. Okay, I welcome them and then I deliver whatever I promised them. I give them an introduction of who I am and why they're getting this email, telling them what to expect next. Okay, so I don't want them to get shocked getting my email. So I'm telling them that the next email which is coming in the next few days, in the next couple of days, that set the expectations that there will be more emails coming their way. Okay, so I'm just telling them what is going to happen. So this is setting the stage. So as you can see here, 1, 2, 3. Now these 3 emails, let me just show you, is where day 1 set the stage. This is a sample of my welcome letter and how I deliver what I promised. This is my day 2 soap opera sequence method. Day 3, day 4 with the CTA. Okay, so there is something that I'm sending them over to, basically to remind them whatever they have opted in, the original opt-in offer, whatever that is, to give them a link so that they can go back and see that again if they haven't taken any actions. All right, so that's the soap opera. Now next, I'm moving them over to Seinfeld sequence. All right, so what happens is that I will put a tag into each and every one of them automatically. I will show you how I do that. Then I will move them into the entrepreneur list where I will be delivering the Seinfeld series. All right. Once I'm here, I will continue either on a daily basis to just continue to add 1 email every day. But what works for me is that I prefer to do once a week. So I do 5 emails on a single day, and then I schedule them out, okay, one by one. So that works for me. Or if you can also manage your time in such a way that you come in and create 1 email every single day. Okay, so let me just show you how I do it. So the last one is on affiliate marketing. So I need to create a new one. This is how I do that. Okay, Seinfeld 14. It's going to be day 13. Day 13. I'm putting this into the entrepreneur list. I need to select the list. And the way I do it is I send it exactly at 8 a.m. You can do at the time of sign up with delay or whatever. Okay, so it's just basically, this is how I have arranged. I prefer to do it every day. Then I create my email. Okay, once this is open up, I need to put in Seinfeld. Was it 14? Yeah. 14. 1 hour. Okay, this is where I stop. So I'm going to move on to the next one. No more dreading Sunday nights. So this is the title. Let me go back in and put in the title. Subject, no more dreading Sunday nights. Hello, okay. Next step. Then I go on to HTML code editor. I show WYSIWYG. And I come back to here. Then I copy the whole thing. to here. Copy the whole thing. I put it in the plain text. Let me see. Plain text. Because if I don't do this, the moment I copy it from here, I'm going to copy the formatting as well. So I do not want to copy that formatting into my email. So I normally put it into a plain text format. Clean it up a little bit over here before I go into GetResponse. Okay, copy. Let's do it. Paste. Okay. Now the next thing is I need to copy the spacing, put in the spacing, put in the spacing, making sure that all the spacing are okay, correct, and do the same thing. Personalize first name, comma. Have you ever heard of? Then, you know, I would be rereading what I have and make any changes that I feel necessary, especially there's certain things that I want to bold. And the way I do this is that I only do one sentence per line. I don't do paragraphs, okay, to make it easy for people to read. That's how you manage your email creation. Unbelievable story. Okay, done. So now I need to put in my link. All right, this is the page that I'm going to send them to. I'm not highlighting any opportunity or any business in particular. Join my team. Link. Put in a link. Open in a new window. Insert. That's how you put in a link. I'm going to link this as well. Insert. Okay, it's done. So the next thing to do is test it. Send a test message to one of my email. Send it. Okay, let's take a look at. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see how it looks. I think we remove this space. Maybe add a little space over here and everything is fine. Yeah, not too long. This is good. So this is how I do testing. Now I need to go back to here and remove that space. Again. Oops. Okay. And add space. All right, so next step. So the other thing that you can check, right, as you are in your email is to click and see whether it goes where it's supposed to go or not. All right, join my team. Okay, perfect. So this is done. No more dreading Sunday nights. Save and publish. Yes, send to the message. Send them the message. So as you can see here, I have added Seinfeld number 14. All right, so that's how you add. Now, the next thing I want to show you is automation. Migration to Seinfeld sequence. So this is how I do it. All right, I'm going to show you now. This is automation. It's one of the best things that I like about GetResponse because of this drag and drop automation. Okay, so the first thing is when people subscribe to the easy automated system, that list, right? under any method, it doesn't matter. The moment that happens is that I will make it wait 5 days, because in 5 days, I would have already sent off my welcome and my soap opera sequence. Easy automated. Okay, they're supposed to go on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So on the 5th day, they will be moved over to wait for 5 days. They will be assigned a new tag that's called soap opera's completion. So the properties is here, assign. Okay, create a tag. So I created a tag, and it will automatically put in a tag. The moment it put in a tag, then I will add something which is a task. What is the target list? Okay, I move the list, move to list, the next list, which is the entrepreneur list. Okay, so this is the type of automation. This is how powerful it is. Another way to do so is what most people do is having a single list. Okay, you imagine this single list over here, and you just need to tag on, add on all Seinfeld series day by day by day by day. So in a single list. All right, so you, without having to manage any automation, that's how you can do so. Just one list, and you just add on the email list. So once this is done, including the Seinfeld automation, this is going to be in automatic mode. This is going to be in autopilot. So it will handle the follow-up sequence for you, okay, to engage your email list. And that's what Autoresponder is supposed to do. Now, the problem is this, is that it depends on what we are offering, okay? So the first email cannot be generic. The first email should be unique in such a way that it addresses the welcome message to whatever offer that we are making on the landing page, on the capture page, and we need to deliver whatever we promise. And we usually promise different things based on different offers, based on different promises that we make on different landing pages. So the first email cannot be the same. So for that purposes, that's the reason why I have different lists. Okay, but the general list is the entrepreneurship list, where after they have finished the soap opera, everybody will be moved over here, and they will get out of the list over here. That keeps everything clean. In the end, I will have one general major list that I would be doing broadcast to. Okay, newsletter. All right, so it is a very powerful software. I'm not going to go into every single feature set and how to use that. You can easily find that on YouTube, as well as a training provided by GetResponse. Okay, I'm just quickly showing you how I prepare my autoresponder, because you need to prepare on your autoresponder to go out ready before you even integrate that into your landing page. All right, so once that is ready, you know that when people go into your list, they will go through the sequence. So once that is done, we need to integrate that with your list funnel. So this funnel is here. Let me just open up. If you were to download the share code and install into your ClickFunnels account, you will be getting the latest updated version, where I have updated it to focus on the one funnel away challenge. Okay, right? So I make it simpler, and I've added more information about what they are going to get. So it's very focused on the one funnel away challenge. All right. Okay, so what happens is that previously, this one clicks right through to this one. This is the affiliate link, okay? But now it will basically open up a pop-up. What I've created is they need to fill up the name and the email address, and then they will go to submit order form. Okay, we need to submit that, but we also need to integrate that into your autoresponder. Right, then the first thing is you need to go to settings. I'm sorry, you need to go to integrations. And you need to make sure that you have GetResponse connected. Okay, this is connection through API, integrated through API. The way to do it is very simple. Click here, select whichever autoresponder that you're using, and just follow the instructions. Okay, it's as simple as that. Let me just go back. All right, so after you have integrated ClickFunnels with your autoresponder, the next thing to do is you need to do the integration. GetResponse, add to campaign. The next thing to do is select your list. So the list that I'm selecting is, of course, this list. So right, it's connected, it's done. Save it. So as you can see, your button needs to be set to open pop-up. And in the open pop-up, you need to set this button to submit because this is a form. A form must always be selected to submit something. So when you have already connected with your autoresponder, the moment you submit that form will capture the information into your autoresponder, plus will redirect your lead to your affiliate link, okay, 30 days. Now, the next thing to do is to check your autoresponder. Come here, come back here, go to contacts, okay, go to your list, and then you will check whether your name, if you're doing testing, your name and your email shows up in that list, okay? This should be number one. One contact, the first contact when you're doing it for the first time, okay? That's how you test it. If it doesn't connect properly, then it won't come in here. If it is connected properly, then that opt-in will show up here. All right, so that's how you integrate your funnel with your autoresponder, so that when people opt in, this will be redirected to wherever you need them to go, and at the same time, they will also go into your autoresponder, and automatically your email marketing will kick in. Okay, so for instance, I have one single email over here, the autoresponder. So here. So for this specific campaign, I only have one email. Okay, what I'm going to do is I will be creating automation that the moment this is done, I'm going to add a tag and move them to the soap opera sequence. Automation. Okay, let me just show you how to do it. Create a new workflow. We'll be building from scratch and start the process when someone subscribes. Okay, now we need to set up the list, specific list. We want people who subscribe to my specific list over here to automatically activate the automation. Animated is fine. Next is we have to wait a day, because in this list we only have one welcome email, and then the welcome email will go out immediately upon opting in. So on the second day, after waiting one day, we will send them a message, and this message will be our first soap operas sequence. So automation, I'm selecting. The thing about this is that once you have created a series of email, wherever you put them, you will be able to reuse them as a template. So backstory, okay, link them. Then I have to wait another day because I'm doing this one email a day. Send a message. Link them. I'm selecting the second email. Soap operas. Epiphany. Wait one more day. Send an email. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Perfect. The moment this is done, I'm going to give them a tag. Where's the tag? There we go. To indicate that the process, the soap opera sequence has completed. Assign tag soap opera's completion. Okay. If this is you're doing this for the first time, create a new tag by typing in here. Okay, once I put in the tag, what I'm going to do is I make it wait for 2 days because I want to space out between completion of the soap operas to getting the first Seinfeld sequence email to 2 days. All right, the number of days is totally up to you. You can do it on the following day, or you can do it 3 days after that. So the next thing I do is I move them to a list. And this is where I move them to my main list. Assign the list. Oh, no, this one. This one. This is my Seinfeld sequence follow-up list. So this is complete. The full automation is all set up, and it will run automatically the moment someone comes into the list. All right. So like I mentioned before, I love this automation because of its simplicity and drag and drop flexibility. It's very similar to my flow builder in my ManyChat, where I can just simply and easily create my automation. All right. I love automation because that's leverage. Okay, next. All right, this is my compilation of email swipes, soap operas, and Seinfeld series sequence. One of the things that are very important for you to understand is that you model after the emails here. Okay, you don't copy wholesale, especially the soap opera, because the soap opera is what I use for myself. This is basically my story. Okay, you don't use my story. You have to write your own story. Now, where do I learn how to write soap opera in Seinfeld? Let me just show you. I learned it from the Funnel Hacks Masterclass. I actually signed up and get the whole program to learn that, and I'll show you right now over here. So, Funnel Hacks system. The Funnel Hack webinar leads you to the Funnel Hack system. The Funnel Hack system gives you 6 months Edison Suite. It gives you the Funnel Hack Masterclass 6 weeks, and basically what I want to show you is here, soap opera and Seinfeld email sequence. This is where I learned how to do that, okay? So this is really, really good training. Plus it gives you 6 months free account on ClickFunnels. All right, so that's where I learned that. Now, email swap compilation will be this document, and this document I will be able to share with you. You can just, if you can't find it, you can make a request. I will be able to send this over to you. All right. So at this page over here, right at the bottom, okay, you will be able to see that the links to GetResponse, AWeber, or Active Campaigns are all here. All right, you can do your own research. Which ones you prefer to use is fine. If you want to use other than ClickFunnels, you can always use lead pages, or the other options is Insta pages. All right, you don't have funnel builders. Is not limited to ClickFunnels, but the funnels that I'm sharing with you with my funnel share code are all on ClickFunnels. All right, so email marketing, you can go to Funnel Hacks. This is the link to go to the free online course. I'm sorry, the free webinar where you can consider taking up the class in order to learn soap opera and Seinfeld. All right, and as well as the Funnel Script. And Funnel Script is a very interesting software. Copywriting is one of the most expensive skill set to outsource if you don't know how to write properly. Okay, that engage people, copy that engage people and converts people. Now, you can hire a professional copywriter, and a good one will be very expensive. Funnel Scripts is a software by ClickFunnels that actually just by filling up a certain forms, it actually creates the whole copy for you, whether it's just headline or email copy or a webinar script. Okay, it's basically will churn out that copy for you, so it makes your life easier. So this is an interesting software. And inside this PDF, you will also see 474 email spam trigger words. So these are the words that you should reconsider using. That means, try not to use this because these are usually being tagged as spam. All right, so you will be able to get this for free from me. All right, so that's basically it. All right, okay. So the other thing, the last thing I want to show you is the solo ads vendors. I only use these two. I may be adding more later on, but for solo ads, well, we basically need to drive traffic to our landing page, right? Now, how do we drive traffic? It's either free traffic or paid traffic. If it's free traffic, of course, you do it your way, either YouTube or blogging or Facebook posts or your Facebook page, whatever free traffic that you just continue to use that. And it's free, it's perfect. The other thing is, of course, paid traffic. And for paid traffic, I use Facebook ads as well as solo ads. So if you need good sources of solo ads, here are two of them that I'm using, TrafficForMe and Udimi. Okay, the links are here. All right. I will also put all this information into the information area at the bottom of the video. Okay, so this concludes the part 2 where we are integrating funnel with the autoresponder and how to prepare your email marketing automation, how to prepare your follow-up emails, and then you connect them together and do testing properly before you start driving traffic to your landing page or to your offer. Okay, let me know if you need anything else, all right? So thank you.